Well, shoot the kids and drown the neighbors. Oh my god, Trollhunters, you made me feel. In a glorious, organic, glorious way, you made me feel. Now let's think about this. Oh, and yeah, I'm sure anyone who cares about Trollhunters knows the big ending and spoilers by now, and if you don't, just go watch it. Or don't, leave here, I don't care. Anyway, Trollhunters, half the time it has silly, immature, fart jokes and ball jokes and all that. And then there's this magical, mystical world of honor and, friendship and all that jazz. But wow, did they really, really irk up the emotions and, sacrifice that this show has created. Wow. Wow. They did not sugarcoat it. Thank you. Oh my god. So, yes, if you don't know already now, here's a fun fact. Jim has been turned into a troll. And a pretty cute troll. I mean, he's blue and he's got these horns that kind of just curve in the back. It's cute. And he's still got his big blue eyes, but he's blue too, like all over now. It's cute. How did this happen? Okay, Merlin basically took him down without even breaking a sweat, and not in the whole I'm secretly evil and I want you down kid. More of that I'm trying to make a point that you're just not strong enough. You have a good heart, but you're just not strong enough. And I kind of like that Merlin isn't some curmudgeony, grumpy old dude that's secretly endearing, kind of like the Sword in the Stone Merlin. No, he's basically kind of the dick who has a point, who has an agenda. And he does. He really does. So anyway, he explains it to Jim, and even though it's super, super difficult, that is made obvious, and all that, he's like, if you want to really, really save the world, you really, really need to step up your species. And yeah, in this very slow, very well-paced episode, Jim decides to go through with the transformation. And God, the connections with his family and friends and the emotion about it was so beautiful. And it has this really cool, creepy scene where, Jim has to pour this black goo or potion into some hot bath water, and it just turns into black liquid, and he slowly dives into it. It's like he's just diving into the ocean, and the light is slowly closing, and then all the liquid just kind of shrivels up, and it's like he's disappeared. And then he randomly comes out of the bushes at night and, absolutely out of breath and exhausted, falls into his mom's arms, at her doorstep. And goddamn, give Barbara some credit for being so cool through this whole thing. She doesn't fall down. She doesn't say, oh, gross, what are you, monster? She's like, you're still my son, my baby. She just, that's not even a question. She's like, my baby, my kiddo. I give her credit. She's pretty damn brave and strong through all this thing, so you get where Jim gets it from. But damn, I'm so proud of her. So proud. So yeah, all this has been really, really emotional because, Jim has actually given up his human life. Okay, he can never go in sunlight again. He can't even enjoy food anymore. And yes, he's stronger, but, he was a strong human in the first place. But no, this is what he has to do because, playtime's over. It was never really a fun game in the first place, but yeah, it is time to really, really kill someone evil and strong. Two someones that are strong and evil, okay? Wow. Yeah. The emotion of this whole transformation thing is really, really, incredible. You get this really sweet moment where Blinky has the whole "you are my son and I'm proud of you" thing. And it's so sweet. It's like, you might think Strickler wants to go through that because no, Blinky's earned it. Blinky deserves it. And it's nice how Blinky isn't respected everywhere, but at least he's respected among this boy who does love him like a father, and it's just so sweet. And yeah. Okay, yeah, true. A big ending. It's such an explosion of the big bad guy trolls that the humans have no choice but to see it, and we don't get that much from our alien friends. I mean, we do get a snippet of where they think dolphin sounds are true music. It's like, they're just not ready for it yet. I can't wait for their show. And apparently the skinny goth dude is a wizard. That's interesting. Wasn't exactly said at all, but when he's like, I hate trolls, it's like, oh god, you know something. So that's interesting. But yeah, the humans are totally aware of it, and they take it pretty well, I think. I mean, as anyone can. Some of them actually take up arms and all that. Let's see, Merlin, even though he's kind of a douche, he does make Claire and Toby some pretty snazzy armor out of his Vespa, because again, his human childhood is dead. Anyway, let's see. There is a cool scene, Jim fights Anger Rot, but he doesn't actually kill him, he just kind of talks him into not being a dick. And then he fights the big bad guy, the world is saved, but oh yeah, there's still Morgana. And even though Merlin wanted to defeat her himself, he is not strong enough, it does not work. So Jim has to fight her, but yeah, she is pretty badass and she is tough to fight. Yeah, so even though Jim is the big hero and totally earns it and deserves it, he cannot take her by himself, and even though Morgana called it mercy to watch his friends watch him die, they actually combined all their strengths and powers and defeated her by putting her into like this extra spirit domain where she can't get out. That was smart, that was clever. God, I liked that. It's like, yay, they all came together and they were helpful. This is a good team, all right? It's not just about Jim. I mean, it's mainly about Jim, but you guys actually deserve it. You've trained, you've worked, and you had your big moments together. Ah, it was great. It was beautiful. I'm not going to tell you exactly how it ends because it's a moment where you need to witness yourself. But yeah, it was like, oh God, all the characters earned their happy endings. Or maybe not exactly happy, but they've worked for this path that they've started. So, Trollhunters, I'm so glad that I kept up with you. I really was disappointed in season 2, but since I've fallen in love with you again, I'm going to rewatch from episode 1 all the way through. Maybe I'll find some new stuff. Maybe I'll learn to not hate Claire so much. Maybe I'll just enjoy Jim like his original voice actor. I will say this, at the end credits, they dedicated it to Jim's original voice actor who had died about 2 years ago. So sweet. The only thing I recognized the guy actually in was he was this dude in one of the Star Trek movies, the really young one. He had a baby face, almost like Jim. But anyway, so Trollhunters was a great series. I am now excited for the spin-offs of the series. I'll miss Jim, but I really think I like the aliens enough that they can pull off a show. So, yay, Trollhunters! You made me feel. Thank you.